Hey everyone, welcome back to the RLG channel. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the world of Hyrule, but with a twist. We're putting on our judge's robes and exploring the surprisingly criminal swordsman of our favorite hero, Link. Link, the courageous Hylian, the slayer of Ganon, the undisputed champion, but he's also a walking violation of the Hylian legal code. Grab a snack because we're about to uncover 25 real life laws Link has committed. So smash that like button and subscribe for a wild ride through the legal and slightly disturbing world of Link. In the state of Iowa, it's actually possible to go to jail about lying about butter. So if you don't want to go to jail just over some butter, make sure you don't pick up any yellow bricks on the way to Iowa, or you're gonna have a long, slippery way down to the jail. In the state of Utah, it is illegal not to drink milk, so those who are lactose intolerant might not be able to live in Utah, or until they take away the law. And probably it's best if my friend doesn't go there either. The Geneva Convention states that torture or inhuman treatment is illegal. So, I guess no more corrupt torture for now. But when that applies to Zelda, I'll stop when I want to. Under the federal explosives law, it is illegal to manufacture, store, distribute, receive, or transport explosive materials without a federal explosives license or permit. So, I don't think Link has an explosives license or permit, so might as well just catch him red-handed. So, in the US, it is illegal to have any harmful blinding laser weapons, landmines, and incendiary weapons. So Link seems awfully young to be wielding a sword that shoots out a laser beam. But is Link certified to handle such a powerful blade? He's just only 17 in Breath of the Wild, but I mean, since he's 117, he may be alright. In many states, it is illegal to buy or sell of organs. So, if you don't want to be in jail or have a fine, I suggest you to keep that spleen that you found on Amazon away, because they might give you a very, very big ticket, or you might just stay in jail for the rest of your life. In the US, secretly spying or watching a person without them knowing is actually called espionage and is actually punishable with a fine or some jail time. So, if you don't want to be spied on, make sure you tell your friends that, because they could end up in jail, like the Yiga clan. According to the law in Illinois, it's actually illegal to sleep in their cheese factory. So, if you don't want to be a dirty rat, make sure when you're going on your school field trip, and try to not sleep at the cheese factory. Because if you do, you'll be the only one smelling like cheese in jail. According to the Indiana Department of Natural Resources, it's actually illegal to catch a fish in Indiana with dynamite, firearms, or even a bow. So I guess I can't go fishing with my brand new duplex bow, so that just takes all the fun out of it, and now I have nothing else to do.
Wait, before you go apple picking with your friends, because In the state of Toronto, Canada, it's actually illegal to climb on trees and railings. So make sure you're not in Canada before you go apple picking, because if you do, you might fall and end up in jail instead.
Deforestation is almost illegal in every state, but it isn't. But it's also illegal, such as by clearing more land than permitted, or failing to follow procedures for taking down of trees. So make sure you either have a permit or you're allowed to take the trees down. But if you're not, you're probably gonna end up in jail. Sorry about that, tree huggers. Reckless damage or destruction is a crime in many states. So, those pots in Kakariko Village weren't exactly self destructing, Link. And furthermore, why are you blowing them up with bombs anyway? They're just helpless Kakarians. Just leave them alone, please. Under federal law, a person who knows that a crime occurred and remains quiet can face more than 5 years and with criminal consequences. This is called misprision of felony, and I don't think those Boko Blends are gonna tell on themselves anytime soon. The Clean Water Act regulates the waters of the US and criminalizes dumping waste, debris, and other forms of water pollution in the ocean. So, if you want to save the whales in Wales, make sure you just don't drop anything that could harm the whales. But if it's like fish, I guess it could go in the ocean. I don't know. I'm not the justice team. I just love looking at the sunsets in Hyrule, but in the state of Ohio, it's actually a crime to operate or take off within or from the lands or waters administered by the division of an airplane, flying machine, balloon, unnamed aerial vehicle, or any other aerial apparatus, except with permission. So the next time, I'm just gonna stay on the ground and look at the sunset. I just love cooked hydromelon right next to the cozy fire, but you gotta make sure you're not in a forest, because it's actually illegal in the US to start or kindle a fire in any state forest except in designated areas. So before you start that fire, I suggest you stop and see if there are any other ways you can cook your hydromelon first. The Mudbud and the Puffshroom are my favorite things to use in The Legend of Zelda, but it turns out in the US it is a crime to use gases or any other biological methods of war. So, as long as you're not going around smoke bombing people or animals, I think we're on the safe side of the law. But if we're not, I'm gonna use my smoke bombs to get out of here. In Tears of the Kingdom, you can make many vehicles, and my favorite is the motorcycle. But in many states, it's actually a serious offense for bad behavior on the road. It includes speeding well over the limit, racing, and ignoring the traffic signals. So, I know a guy named TJ who likes to speed on roads and vans, so I wouldn't hold it up to him to stop at a stop sign. In Skanamia, Washington, it's actually illegal to harass Bigfoot or Sasquatch. But this is kinda great because I don't know if Hinoxes actually count as a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch. I think I'm gonna have to leave this one up to Matt Pat and his crew to figure out someday. But other than that, we're gonna count a Hinox and whatever else Bigfoot.
In many parts of the United States, it is a criminal offense to assault someone. So make sure you don't go around picking fights with anyone. Because if you do, you might choose the wrong one and you might get beat up and sent to prison at the same time.
I think the worst things in Arizona would have to be the saguaro cactus. But it turns out it is illegal to cut any kind of cactuses in the state of Arizona. Why is that law? I have no clue. But if I was to live in Arizona, I think I would want the cactuses away, at least from my door. Walking around barefoot in some cities in Texas is actually a crime. So, Link, put on some boots. You have a whole attire of boots or sandals that you can wear. Just just don't let your dogs out. It just, yeah, they don't need to be out smelling everywhere. So, please put on some shoes. Thank you, Link. In the US, it is illegal to develop, stockpile, or even use of chemical weapons. So, you may wanna look at the plans to your next construction. Because if you don't, you might construct something that might harm the world or people. So, just make sure you're not doing anything crazy this time. Weather modification is illegal in Texas. It also violates the weather modification laws, and it can result in penalties such as fines and suspension or revocation of your license or permit. So, if you don't want to end up with a revocation, you might as well just not modify the weather, because if you do, I mean, it's kind of your fault. Now, this last law is actually one of my favorite laws in the game. What makes a suspicious salmon? Well, if you hold it, that makes it suspicious for some reason. Because in the UK, it is illegal to hold a salmon suspiciously. So, I guess they're gonna put me in jail for holding a suspicious salmon. I guess they can't play Among Us with me ever again. Hi guys, it's me RLG. I hope you had a fun time listening to me rant about 25 real life flaws that Link has committed. I just want to thank Skip the tutorial. Go ahead and watch his well, not 25, but 41 real life flaws that you break in everyday Minecraft. His link will be down in the description. Don't forget to check it out, the comments below, and share your own ideas for my next video. I will be uploading another video soon, but it takes time to upload these things. So yeah, thanks. Like and subscribe if you want to, and see you guys later. Bye.